Good damn morning, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. Get your green gear 25% off. Promo code Jericho1, all caps, and the number 1. And I got to give a big shout out to my man Tavite, Dallas, Fort Worth. I appreciate you checking my shit out, man. I ran into Sione the other day. He was like, yeah, man, I was talking to my brother-in-law, and he said he watches some dude that's from your area. Small world, man. I appreciate that, Tavite. Good looking out, man. Also, I've been gone for a couple of days. Don't worry. I'm not back in fucking YouTube bullshit jail for a bullshit reason. My mom, well, rewind a little bit. I'm not saying this for sympathy, just letting you know what's going on, why I've been gone. But my stepdad passed a few months back, so my mom, she needed me. Pew! I'm here. Remember those old cartoons where one of the characters would leave so fast that their silhouette would still be there for a second? That's what it was. My mom says she needs me. I dream a genie. Here I am. So, man. So let's start with the lightweight shit. So I think at least five or more maybe, of Bidenist pervertists, staffers have been fired. Why, man? You just got started. You just got in the house. You already letting people go? Well, they got let go because of past marijuana use. I know. You would think that a president that smells kids under 12 has China's hand so far up his ass that he could cut their fingernails with his teeth. You would think that smoking a little weed wouldn't be a problem. They even told them that go ahead and put down you've had past marijuana use. It's okay, because apparently they were having a hard time filling the positions, especially with the younger staffers, because they had pretty much all smoked weed at one point in their life. But they changed their mind, and now those staffers are fired. So I only have one question. Is Kamala the Ugandan nightmare, aka the next president after they bump Joe's crazy ass? Hey, this isn't the mall. Or, is she going to be next because she smoked weed in the past? Remember she was on the campaign trail? They think we have short-term memory loss, speaking of weed. But we have memories like an elephant. Because I remember last year on the campaign trail with that clown car fucking candidates, she was saying how back in college, she was smoking weed and listening to Tupac. She said it. We've seen it written, we've seen the transcripts of that, and we've seen it on film. Remember, her fucking awkward ass laugh. I was in my college dorm smoking weed and listening to Tupac Shakur. Remember that shit? Except she was in college in the 80s and Tupac hadn't even cut an album yet. Go figure. But that's going to be her downfall. She has no fucking commitment. She has no morals. She goes where the wind blows. Or whatever she needs to do to get people to vote for her, support her, that's what she'll do. She has no conviction. So at that time, it was cool to say she smoked weed. Well, since you smoked weed in the past, and apparently that's a fireable offense in the Biden administration, is she next? They're just going to let those staffers go, but let her stay on when they both smoked weed in the past? They both admitted to it? I think Kamala, the Ugandan nightmare, should be packing her shit. You stole fizzy lifting drinks. Good day, sir. Because if it's good for them, why the fuck is she still there? But they can't kick her out of there. She's supposed to be next in line. See Biden's stupid ass falling off the stairs the other day. Man, that shit was hilarious. The last video I did a couple days ago, you can look in the description box and see his stupid ass. He fell 3 times and then gets to the top and popped the salute. I will give him this. His salute was tight. Now, one thing I hate about politicians is mainly the president, because he's the one who salutes the Marines and stuff when he's getting on and off the plane in the Air Force or the helicopter, Marine One, all that shit. But any politician who salutes, you may not have been in the military, clean that shit up. None of this, none of the fingers all like, man, I can't stand that shit. If you're gonna do it right. Pull one of those Marines to the side and say, show me how to do this right. Because he or she learned that in boot camp. That's military 101. Salute. Get it right. He like I said, I will give him that. He nailed that salute. That's about the only thing he's gotten right since he got in office. But he did do the salute right. That was it. The rest of that clip, him and on the stairs. That's his presidency so far. That's him on the campaign trail in a nutshell. Oh, stupid ass. Anyway, speaking of Biden, his perverters and his failures, so we all know what's going on at the border, whether they want to call it a crisis or, as his ginger said, challenge. There's a challenge at the border. Whatever. Tomato. So we all know what's going on at the border. You got thousands of kids flooding across the border with their parents. That's a bunch of bullshit. But all these kids, it's backing up. There's too many coming. They're not processing them fast enough. It's almost like you wish they had some kind of policy in place to make them wait in Mexico. Because, Mexico borders against America. So if Mexico would just hold them there while we process their asylum claims, then everything will be fine. The ICE and the Border Patrol and the detention facilities, they wouldn't be overrun. They wouldn't be overwhelmed if you have the people waiting in Mexico. If only there was some kind of policy to do that. Hold on, guys. What's that? Oh, there was. Oh, the stay in Mexico. Trump, right? Okay. No, I'll tell him. All right. Yeah, guys, there was already one there. Trump did it, remember? The wait in Mexico. He talked to the president of Mexico and said, hey, man, we're getting overwhelmed. This is some bullshit. Why don't you have them wait there and we can process them? It's already been done. So why are they not going by it? I'll tell you. Because Trump came up with it. So it must be undone. But what about us, guys? What about the American people, the ones that it was supposed to benefit? Oh, fuck us? Oh, it must be. Because there were things in place already to stop this from happening. Orange Man did it. We must undo it. But it doesn't matter. Orange Man did it. We must undo it. Now, mere months into his presidency, look at what's happening. There's a picture that got out that I saw yesterday. In this picture alone, I'm sure there's more, but in this picture alone, there were dozens of people, kids, whatever, on the ground, wrapped up in these foil blankets. It looked like a bunch of baked potatoes. Dozens of people sleeping on the floors in these cages. See, I told you I'm at my mom's. My mom has 2 dogs. She had a dog run put in, and on the edge of the dog run is a chain link fence, so they can't get out. Some might call it a cage. So they're in these little chain link fence confinements, wrapped in foil blankets, laying on the floor. That's somehow better than them staying in Mexico and being processed here legally. Now, we all know these asylum claims are bullshit. Because unless you're Mexican and you came to America for asylum, you're doing it wrong. Because you're supposed to go to the first country you come to, not the best. So Guatemala, El Salvador, all that kind of shit, they're supposed to come to Mexico or another country, not here. So if you come here, you're already fucked up. What did Bill Duke say? You know you fucked up, don't you? You got it all wrong. You're not supposed to come to us. I know we're the baddest motherfucker you've ever seen, but you're not supposed to come to us if you're seeking asylum unless you're coming from Mexico, because then America would be the first country you come to. See how that works? Hold on, guys. Like my hip hop fans of the 90s, you'll know this. What did Onyx say? Boo, wait, it gets worse. Now, the Biden administration has given a contract to some company in Texas, I believe, to get... Hold on, guys. Go ahead and sit down. I don't want you to hear this while you're standing up, because you might pass out and hit your head on the floor. I'll wait. Jeopardy music. All right, everybody got a seat? Cool. The Biden administration just gave an $86.9 million contract to this company so they can acquire, get this, hotel rooms for illegals, or whatever they want to call them, asylum seekers and their children. Hold up. Shout out to the new parents, Brandon and Corinne Tatum. I saw this little tidbit on her Instagram. So, $86.9 million for, I don't know, 1,000 and something or a few thousand asylum seekers. That comes to $395 a night. Guys, think of a $395 a night hotel. Now, for my birthday, my wife was kind enough to procure a hotel room in Carmel for $300 for a night. It was nice, right on the golf course. It was real nice. $395, you tack on another $95, you about to get a suite. Hold up. And this is a $395 a night hotel in Texas. So that $395 is going to go even further than it does out here in California. Now, I don't know what kind of hotel this is. I don't give a damn if it's a Motel 6 and they left the light on for them. Why in the fuck are you spending that kind of money on people that shouldn't be here? When I took my son to get his haircut the other day, and there was a homeless guy standing in the middle of the street, and when I say the middle, I mean the middle. He was standing on the lines that divide the lanes. He's standing there staring at people walking by. This is what I mean by that. You got that kind of money to spend on that, but you got crazy ass homeless people running around in our country? Any of you ever stayed in a $395 a night hotel? Huh? I don't think so. And this also includes all these people being tested for COVID and they're getting the vaccines. What kind of shit is that? Now, at these hotels, are you providing security so these people don't walk out of their fucking rooms into America and just disappear into the night? And now they're just in our country? Are you going to do that? Or are you taking these people to hotel rooms and we'll see you in the morning? Are you watching them to make sure they stay there? That they don't just go out into our damn country? You doing that? Probably not. But they got damn near $87 million to spend on a fucking Momo for a bunch of illegals. Oh, man. Do you think there's not a homeless vet? You think there's not a person who got fucked because of this stupid pandemic that wouldn't mind a hotel room on the government's dime? And of course, if the Biden administration or any other part of the damn government is paying for it, you know who's really paying for it. You know who's really pulling an Al Bundy and taking their wallet out while people just walk up and take money out? Us, me, you, the dumbasses who are up before the sun to toil and get sweat upon our brow for them to give this fucking money to illegals to stay in a hotel room, or to Pakistan for gender studies, or some other stupid group to study the spotted fucking shrimp. When is this going to stop? When is this shit going to end? When are we going to make it end? Midterms, people, midterms. They got to pay for this shit. You can't just reach your hand in my pocket and take out all my money and give it to all these other stupid ass entities and groups, and I'm not going to say anything or do anything. Pandemic, remember? Pandemic, pandemic, pandemic. But you're letting thousands upon thousands of people come in here. That doesn't make any fucking sense. But I'm sure that if somebody questions her, what's her name? Something Ski. I don't even know that stupid press secretary's name. But I'm sure if somebody pressed her on it, what's she going to say? What are they going to do? Go ahead. On the count of three, we'll say it together. 1, 2, 3. We're going to have to circle back. We're going to circle back on that one. That's what we get? When you're hemorrhaging our tax money, you'll circle back? Well, when you circle back, we'll be waiting with a midterm vote for somebody else but your stupid ass. That's right, guys. $395 a night. Fuck your business. Fuck your job. Fuck your kids' school. It's all about them. I've said it many times, people. That's their new voting bloc. We're old news. We're passé. We're so last season. We're old school. The new school, the new voting bloc are these illegals that they allow to come in here and give them a job and a driver's license and a phone and a house and welfare. Why? Because when that vote comes around, that's when they're going to want their payback. Really, here's what's happening. They're taking money from us and giving it to them to turn around and take jobs and more money from us. How does that make sense? Oh, it doesn't. These fuckers need to pay the piper. And we got our flutes right here. We're the pipers. You will pay. These people got to go. What? Forget it. I want to keep my blood pressure down. I got my son here. We're going to go have a good time. My wife just took my daughter to get their nails done. The mani-pedis, or whatever that is. Sugar scrubs. I don't know. But I'm going to go hang out with my son. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Get your Jericho Green notification tone. Link in the description box. Utilize the PayPal link and the Teespring link to get your green gear. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.